This is the Uncut series of videos. I hope you enjoy. These are all uncut videos from my live trading room. We have a 5-year back catalogue, and what I will be doing is releasing uncut versions, a few videos a month so people can learn off them. It's a heck of a racket with those birds. Hopefully you'll learn from them. It shows you the wins, it shows you the losses, and it shows you exactly what happens in the real trading room. If you've got any queries or questions, please put them in the comments below, but also support the channel, and please give me a like and subscribe, and it'll help the channel, and hopefully we'll get a lot more videos out for you. Cheers guys.
Yes.
Great. Okay. I was wondering, I just couldn't get Zoom to fire up for some reason. There we are. I can see my mouse okay, my screen sharing.
Yeah, all fine.
Great. Okay. There's a couple of things I today wanted to really point out very, very quickly. I know we're in crude. We said on the trading plan that we'd have a little look at gold as well as putting the crude signal in. So very, very quickly, if you're not into gold already, it's a normal scenario, a 15-minute bar or a fractal. We're right at a breakout point here. So if you want to get into gold, then we're already in gold on a 15-minute bar break here. Getting straight in on gold, also fractal here. But if you want to get in, you can maybe wait, hopefully, for a pullback. I'm heading for 2100. We were going to do a review of that, but I don't want it to go tearing away, and then people miss out on an opportunity. So if you want to be in gold, put an alert up on here for a breakout, or put an entry in where I have 2085.5, 7 pip stop, and just going for over 2%. Right, I just didn't want you guys to miss out on that. So ATR and the FTSE today is going up slightly, whilst going down in the American markets, 8.4 today on the FTSE, S&P 6.1. We have a busy week this week as far as our trading is concerned. We're trading 6 times the normal trading, and then we're doing 4 more events. We've got the trade with me 10 o'clock today, as we have got the same time Wednesday, and then Wednesday we've got the divvy. Big divvy this week, over 20 pips, 29 pips. But the thing that puts potentially water on the fire there is we've got the UK spring budget out. Jeremy Hunt, 12 o'clock starts talking, so I don't know what will happen there. And then we've got the market hanging around waiting for Jay Powell testifying on Wednesday evening as well. So Wednesday, great as a divvy, but there's anticipation and probably stagnation because of waiting for Hunt's speech and the budget, and waiting for Powell, who's testifying that day. But as far as the economic calendar is concerned, today, well, all the news is out really on CPI for really for Swissy. We don't trade that too much. It's not on the plan this week, so that's okay. We've got more info on CPI this evening, but we're not trading at 11:30 on the Japanese market. But Tuesday is quite a bit of European market moving, which we've got composite PMI for the euro, mainly from Germany and Italy, and then the generalized here composite PMI on the euro itself. So kind of Tuesday, want to be careful trading anything with the euro or the DAX, just as a heads up. And then all that's followed by the PPI at 10 o'clock. And then into the afternoon on Tuesday, you got the ISM PMI figures at 3. So Tuesday could be quite a volatile day. Not as volatile as Wednesday is going to be because of the aforesaid things. But as well as that, we've got the GDP on the Aussie to contend with, retail sales in the euro again, ADP figures before non-farm payrolls, and monetary policy from the Bank of Canada. So Wednesday is going to be quite a toughie. Interesting that Powell's going to be testifying not at 7 o'clock as per usual, but at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's going to make the markets absolutely freeze waiting to see what he says. So yeah, and then yeah, I could go on, but we'll go on as the week progresses. But quite a few things in front of us this week. I'm not sure. It's Jeff. I don't know if the things I'm putting out are in any use for you, Jeff. I know Eager's not responding at all.
Yeah, Stephen, I've been away the last few. I've seen it. I haven't been able to trade it, but I thank you for it. But no, I haven't taken advantage because I've been interstate.
Right. Okay. I didn't know. I know there's a couple of you that do trade. I want to trade the cryptos a lot, and you know I do anyway.
Yeah.
So I thought I would put some stuff in there. I know Pete's interested. He's not in today at the moment. On trading that using an MT system as well, but we can talk about that later in the week. So on the FTSE, where we're going to go? Well, on Sunday, although it's not a trading day, it's an opening day, it's an inside day, which is quite interesting. Nearly a Marabuzu candle. If that was a Marabuzu candle, then we'd be looking for some a pretty good takeoff today, but it's not. Into the 4 hour. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get right into the 1 hour. We're on an ascending plane at the moment. The market is coming down. We are below the close. We could do a closing gap today. Probably would like a closing gap today. But the market to me looks like it's potentially coming off. Targets today could be a breakaway into 61.8% retrace here and down into the 70-65 area, which would for me would be kind of an ideal buy. This is just markets pulling back. So let's get into the 5 minutes. Can't ignore the FTSE going to the top side. Just having a look at it's a 5 minute bar or a break into here. I'm just thinking whether the market could go either way. We've got a 2-day high, we've got a closing gap. We're right on a daily pivot. We could get some buys. You can see it Monday morning flip-flopping like mad. So as far as on-balance volume is an indicator in the first couple of minutes, it's really not. Because we're flip-flopping around. My inclination is the market's going to come down first. But we'll need to see. I'll put the hardcore fracker on. That would be the break, but it's hardly anything. It's around about five pips would probably do it. We'd have to be pretty sharpish on that to close at 76.82. 76. Do I want to trade? I think we're going to trade that now. We're going to trade that now. And put that in. See if we can. I saw that little break up and it's just hesitating, but I think it might push through on that. So quite interested to do that. We've got the daily pivot and buys come off the daily pivot. And the market's flip-flopping around, but the kind of eyes to the right, the bulls are seem to be really picking up, and my inclination is the market was going to come down, but we need to trade what we see. what we're seeing is people buying, whether we agree with it or not. It's a different matter. 76.82, 76.90, 76.90 is said to be 68% probable. It's kind of just getting right in my nerves. This alert status. What the hell's going on? Crude. Shut up. We'll look at crude in a minute. I know you guys can't hear it, but it's pretty loud from my side, and it, you know, you try to speak, and all this bloody alarm going on and on all the time drives you bonkers. If we get stopped here, well, I would need an indication then to come further down, but at the moment we're quite tight, and we're on balanced volumes with us, but it's not a lot of wiggle room. But we want that breakaway. So I'm just putting alerts. So we're leaving that and waiting to the market to tell us what the hell to do. Clause, well, on the DAX again, we're right on. Do you know what? I think I am just going to. It's nice when the FTSE happens really quickly, but I think I'm going to stop doing anything under an ATR trade on the FTSE, because it is pretty quick and swift, especially on Monday morning. Volatility can just take us out very quickly, even though the market may well go up. So I'm going to stop doing that in the future. We've done I've just got my little sheet there. We've done that 5 times now and lost 3, so I'm not going to do that again. Right. Well, we're right on the pivot here. I think the markets, after doing these all-time highs, do need to come back really do need to come back a little bit. I'm going to put an alert down towards here. I think in the DAX, if we break away down here, we've got this support line going up. I've alarmed the 61% retrace level. Probably need to alarm the top as well, to be fair, just in case this market decides to run up. And I think we'll not leave the DAX. If it breaks up then above the daily high, then we can't ignore that. But ideally, I would like to come down to the lows, and from the 1st of March, we've got a closing gap down there. FTSE looks like it's going to be a short, to be fair now. My inclination, you know, we got to trade what you see when we break this out, but the market failed to launch. And it's tough with these very small movements, trying to get something in. I really would like to challenge 76.50. However, we have this ascending channel as well of support. So quite a tough one, really. Maybe get some time under the belt and wait for a setup. Mm. So ideally, I'd like to see the 61% Fibonacci retrace and the bottom of this channel to be able to buy the market. Ideally, it would have been to short down to it, but we just don't have the bandwidth as far as the average true range. We just don't have the bandwidth on a fractal break into here. It's only around 5 pips like it was to the close. So not a great setup. If this is going to happen, you know, that should have been quite a fast trade, and it hasn't been. So we kind of got to wait and see what we get. The thing to do, let's go and have a little look at crude and see what crude's doing. Is that helping or hindering a long or a short? So we're in crude, put the signal in. Did everyone read that, get that? I did put it in, didn't I? Yes, crude, I did, yeah. Yes, we've got crude in as a signal. Going for just over 2.5% on crude. We hit last week's target there, no problem. Now we've got this week's target, which is a double high and a follow-on target of 81.44. Quite interestingly, OPEC over the weekend agreed to cut oil production, and the cuts could be extended right through to the end of the year. The problem is some of the non-OPEC countries are still producing oil, but coupled with the problems still on transportation of oil, I think we're probably just we're gonna see crude have little rush ups and relaxes and rush ups and relaxes, I think. So we've got a double. The interesting thing on this structure for me today was we've got a double tap on the bottom here, and the breakout of this fractal seemed to be a very nice opportunity to get in, but it hasn't played out yet. So we'll have to wait and see how that does play out. As far as oil is gold is concerned, mentioned that first thing this morning, and the opportunity is there to get in roughly where we obviously would get in on a 15-minute time frames. But wait and see how that develops. We've got a potential double tap reversal coming in here. But again, 2100 is the next target to go for. And we'll see what we get out of that one as well. Quick look in the cryptos, as you'd expect. I've took chunk of change because we were not. I think on Sunday I said we were a few hundred pips up, I think, and that transpired into well in excess of 2,000 or 3,000 pips. So we took that and then went back in again today. And where are we today? We're flying up again. So we've got 1,000, 2,000 pips, and the market's running. I'm just going to take this order to a T-stop order. Again, 700 pips. And I won't go on because I don't think anyone's doing this. So, but you know, if you are trading, I want to trade this 66,000 is my target over the next day to two, 2,000 pip target, and for ETH. I've got 35.42, and Greystone are going back to the courts and taking SEC to court, like they did for the ETF and won, and they're using the same premise for ETH for an ETF ETH. So if that's the case from the information stuff that I've got, or the analysis that I've done as well, is if that's approved, we could see ETH nudging up to 10,000, and it's at 3,500 now. So big opportunities there, of course, either to buy directly into ETH or trade it on buy it on an exchange or trade it on a platform. If you are going to trade it on a platform, then which is leveraged, very small stakes, slow and steady would be the order of day, because I think you can do really well on slow and steady. Right. FTSE's still not moving, what is it? Come on. What should we do with this FTSE? It's irritating. Right, so I said we'd go and have a little scoot round there is nothing here that's really exciting for me on the FTSE after that smack on the nose. And with only with the spread, the stop is 8 with a 5 pip target. I think if we don't see a buy into this area, then I'd be happy on a break here, break out of this support channel. Happy to trade this down. The issue we've got is crude's holding on, keeping the FTSE up as well. So that's something to be careful of. What's wrong, mouse? So we're into our first key area here. I keep an eye on that. Now, why is my alert still going up when I turned it off? That's it. A breakdown through here would get us short, that's for sure, and heading for 76.50 area, ideally 76.4, yeah, 76.50 area. Golden 12 on that, because if this breaks, it will potentially be a breakaway trade So this a break of this 5-minute bar. A couple of minutes left on that. Let's see what it's going to do for us. Crude's coming down. Blipped up, and now it's on the 15-minute showing the red candle. So may support a breakaway of this channel, but I've got to be careful. It is a 1 and 4 hour progressive up channel with progressive buys into this area. So we either want to get a 15-minute bar going long on the FTSE or a 5-minute bar break out of here. And it looks like we might get the breakdown.
Yeah, 4 filters showing all negative too, Stephen.
Ah, right. Cheers, Jeff. Yeah, this looks like it's going to break down, doesn't it? 660 just to give us that extra little push.
So you're rejected.
660 is where we want, guys. Just a little bit. Let's just look at that 4 filter. Where's this FTSE? One of the ones I was going to have a look at was Euro Japan as well. That's why it says flicked up. But I did want to retrace on this, and it looks like we might be getting it. When all this not flip-flopping around, but when expectations sort of aren't met and things start rolling off, kind of tells me this is a really good setup for the 10 o'clock trading session, because the markets are then on pullbacks. And time to walk away and wait for the market to tell you what it's going to do. So yeah, we've got 1 filter, 2 filter, 3 filter, boom, 4. So that we had an indecision candle here, but as Jeff pointed out quite rightly, it's a multi-time frame short, and in a quandary as a trader sometimes, really. You've got to trade what you see, but what the natural instinct is, the market would have come down to here, looking at the FTSE. So it's difficult, because I always like to trade what I see. So whether I agree with the market or not, the market is usually right. So the market was trying to go up, so and there's a gap there and a magnet, so you got to go for it. But my analysis was the market is going to come down to here, and if we don't get a buy signal, it's going to drop all the way down into here. And it's always difficult to know which is the best thing. I guess when you trade what you see and you don't believe it, because you think the market is going to come down, then maybe you shouldn't trade at all. And I'm just being, straight and transparent with you. It doesn't matter how long you've been trading. Sometimes the markets just don't do what you see the gap going to be closed, but the whole market looks like it's just going to come off. So you try and follow to close the gap, and then it goes and does what you expected it to in the end, and it does get frustrating. But I'm hanging out. So these boxes here were obviously around the 61% fib and the channel here. So if we broke out through the channel, my view would be that there's a chance of a 15-minute bar coming through here. But when you look at the 4 filters set up, you've got a multi-time frame all coming down, and I drew this bar in at, oh, I thought that was 49. That's 48. Obviously not. I drew it into the bottom of whether, you know, I've got the market spiking up and then the market coming back down. So kind of covered this area down into the resistance, twin pipe resistance areas here, and thinking that this would be an ideal buy zone if we can get down to the buy zone and make money going down to the buy zone. That would be really, really nice. And well, it would be really nice. But with this, I can see there's a pressure here, so the bloody crude must be on its way back up again. It's a battle. You know, the FTSE wants to come down. Crude is saying, I don't think so. So crude's pushing on up. So we're going to change this to a T-stop now. So get rid of 31 pips here. And we're going to change that to a swing low under here +3, which is the spread. So 15, we're going to tightly run this in case we're going to get a breakaway here. So we're running this on a T-stop now, a trailing stop. Sorry. Is anyone, as a matter of interest, is anyone trading crude? I know it's quite expensive on a small account to trade.
I looked at doing it today, Stephen. Below it hit off a resistance for me at 38, which I was going to look at, but 39 roughly, 79.39. But you didn't take it. I was doing something else and missed it.
Right. Just looking at these. What was my mouse? Got the wrong mouse up again. We've got some areas. Is there anyone in this? Because if there's nobody in this, then I won't. We won't labour the point, and we'll move off it. Is there anyone watching this with me, trading this with me?
Yeah, I took it, Steve.
Did you? Right. Okay. I think I don't want to be going on to things that people have just no real interest in as far as commitment into the market, you know. But we are getting a wiggle on here, aren't we, with this? Right, let's go with me mouse. I'm looking at other things. Let's have a look at what's happening on gold. Well, we're kind of, if you haven't already got in gold and you think this is my thinking today, right? So let's get this off a minute. We're looking, zooming out on a 4-hour. My perfect storm, to be fair, would be a 61% retrace to try and come down into this level here. And you can mark it up on a 4-hour, kind of soft area. We've got a pin starting here. You can see into this area. It's quite would be a nice area to buy from. just a nice retrace to be able to get stuck into. And I wanted a very tight stop in case we got a breakout of here, because it's quite a key level around the 88 level, 87, 88 level. Because if we break out of there, we'll see 2100 very quickly. There's nothing stopping it going up. The risk is the market will give up trying to push this through because of, and you got to get into people's minds. We've got Powell talking at 3 rather than 7 on Wednesday, and it's all about what's going to be happening on his, he testifies on the economic situation, American economy. So, although I've got some, some possible movements in the market, they're all European type based until Wednesday. So, is gold going to just creep through, or are we going to have to wait? So we had a shallow retrace here, so I just put my order under here, thinking that the price action does support a breakout on a 15-minute, but it could reject quite easily also. And at the moment, it is really looking like it may well reject, doesn't it? I'm just wondering whether I want to ditch this and wait for a breakout or a better retrace. Do you know what? I think if we get a pip down, I'm going to ditch it. Whoops, what's happened? But 1 pip, it's 1/7, that's it, get rid of it. 1/7%, it's nothing. I think what we'll do in hindsight, it felt good this morning with it, with the pressure really running with flat bottoms, but then we've had nothing. So let's wait for a breakout, if we can get a breakout, get rid of this. Get a heads up if this bottom structure's been broken here. And let's see what we're going to do. I want to have a quick look at crypto. It's come up to some resistance levels on. Is anyone in ETH? Or here's a question, Peter. We were speaking on Friday. Have you had a look at the MT systems to see if the ones that you're using, to see if it gives you access to crypto?
So on the ones that I've got at the moment, no, but I'm probably going to get another FTMO account today, I think.
Okay. Right. Okay. I know FTMO does provide that facility.
Yeah, I saw it on the list of things you can trade. So yeah, it's definitely on there.
I'll just have a look at the symbols now. Let me pull it up. Crypto exotics, cryptos. So you can do Cardano, Bitcoin, Dash, Dogecoin, Polkadot, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple. I've never heard of Monero, and it does Neo as well. It's a shame it doesn't cover Solana, because I think Solana is going to get in the rip this year. But yeah, but slow and steady. Because you're using leveraged product, aren't you? So you could absolutely rip your shirt off completely to shreds with this if you try and go too daft. But yeah.
I was looking at I was looking at 15-minute bar reversals on Bitcoin over the weekend, just tracking it, and they seem to be very very useful.
Yeah, every time we get 3,000 or 4,000 under the belt pips, well, anything from 2,000 to 4,000, I just keep ripping it out and ripping it out and ripping it out. It's and that we've been doing that since beginning of January, really, and it's I don't know how many pips it is. Where's January? From here. This is on a spread account, of course. It's because they do it in 22,000 pips. And I've been going in once, twice, and 3 times ago. So we've been, I don't think I got 22,000 out of it with one trade. I've been doing like multiples this morning. That's about 2,000 pips out of it this morning. And really should probably be going for it again. But yeah, the 15-minute bar and 15-minute fractals, as you probably see. I did say I was going to do that tool, but I never got around to it. But either one, 15-minute bar on the 9 EMA. It's either there's 2 things. You can just do a 15-minute bar and it works. 15-minute bar above the 9 EMA works. A 15-minute bar over the 9 EMA and a fractal is an absolute slam dunk. You know, you've got to watch out for these big spikes on news and when the market makers try and flush out tight stops. So what I'd suggest when you do it, you put 1,000 pip stop on and then tighten it up to a 700 pip tracker after it gets into profit, because these are nasty, these. They do them quite regularly. People try to run tight stops, which, you know, okay, great. Obviously I'm saying bloody people running tight stops, but yeah, I'm okay. There's if I get a spike down, there's 1,000 pips. I can't get too excited about that. Yeah. You gotta be careful with these things. Be nice to have a little fractal breakout here. I got my own mind a little challenge for the day, and I need I'm 300 pounds off that challenge today to hit a new threshold, and it's so tempting just to, you know, go into 5-minute mode, but I'm not going to. Right, oil. We need some oil. Did anyone? Oh, no one's looking at ETH either. What I'm going to do now with ETH, I'm going to now tighten ETH up into just over an ATR tracker, which is 15 pips now. So I'm just letting you know, yeah, if when you do this setup, Pete or Jeff, when these things start moving, these are the kind of techniques we kind of use. Sort of once we get into a resistance level. I don't think this is, I think IG now is going to be the main problem, because yeah, they're not, I'm just going to see what IG will let me do. I think it's going to be
Order rejected.
35 pips. They're a real pain in the ass, IG. You will not have any of this problem with my FTMO. They don't have this problem. They don't do all this crap about big spreads, and I don't know why. Well, I think I do know why. It's because I think that IG do not let your orders into the market. They try and manage the orders for you, so that on the basis that most people lose money, and they keep you away from tight stops. So I'm just going to put an alert for a tight stop under here for reversal, And if this alert comes up, then we're going to smack just over 1% out of the market. And, you know, we'll have that. In fact, because not everyone's doing this, I think I might just take 1 and a bit% out of the market now. Right, I'll get a double topper. Is anyone? I'll just get rid of that and just. I don't like the way that IG are managing this. Do you know what? I'll just run that up very tight, and if we get that, then we'll have that out to the market. Let's get some eyeballs on crude, because we've got people trading crude, haven't we? FTSE 6 pips down. The other thing I want to look at is Aussie USD as well, and trade the Aussie USD. So, you know, we've got crude running up a wee bit right into these areas here. Let's just go and have a little look at the FTSE and then a look at crude. FTSE doing nothing. Let's look at the DAX quickly. DAX is starting to come down to some interesting areas as well. Get rid of that order. And we'll move this down a bit further. Oh, I thought the alert was DAX. I thought the alert was DAX. So what has been going on? One thing that would be interesting on if the IG could, not IG, PRT, if they could have told you what was the last alert, because if you haven't got the box up, when the alert goes off and then when the alert comes on then goes off, you have no idea what it was. Germany, right. Okay. FTSE's 5 pips down, crude's 32 pips. Let's have a look. 32 pips up now. It's just going to have a quick look at crude with those alerts. We're now pushing out of here. So we were on a 31 pip stop, weren't we? And we're tracking that now. So we're kind of over 0.5% there. Coming up for 1% on crude, but we kind of want to run crude as hard as we can, really. Bitcoin's on a rip to the top now. It's really taking off now. And Ethereum is as well. Right, the one thing I wanted to look at, show you, is do a review, is Aussie US bugger. Aussie USD. So I don't know if anyone else is looking at this. I wanted to just have a little look, because if gold wasn't working, then Aussie USD, Aussie would be coming down. So on the 4, let's turn all this up. And well, if people want to look, this is where I got it in 65.20. So you could actually put an order in for that anyway. So we are trending down. We're overcooked on the 4 hour. We have is Paul in the room? No. A SAR stop and reverse on the 4 hour. So as you want, there's the fractal pin, there's a setup pin, And there is a confirmation pin of that fractal, which is also a red pin. So this is 6515 stop and reverse entry here. This is exactly the same place as a 15-minute fractal breakout also. The stop and reverse, for people who want to put a stop and reverse trade on here, your stops are going to have to be, what, 22, and you're going to be coming down. You could just do 22 and 22 for the market to come back down into this area. It's come down there multiple times. Doesn't, of course, mean to say it's going to do it again, but it's pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. Oh, some shines just come on. Thought it was snowing yesterday. All the trees at the bottom of the garden are all in blossom. There's big gusts of wind, and there was white flowers everywhere, petals everywhere. So 4 hours, market coming down. Back into the 1 hour. We've got quite an indecision bar here. This was an add-on trade, which is adding on to this on a 15-minute. So we had the market coming down, putting higher. Now this has got a higher high rather than a lower high. But at the moment, when we're looking at this morning, there was a nice lower high there, followed by lower lows. So I wanted to add to this breaking down, and the trade that I stuck in here was I think, what did I do? I was walking this up under the 15-minute with some wiggle room. So that's all I did with this. This was just walking the dog up here. And then I was expecting the market to come up here and then come on, show you guys where I was trying to get in. And, giving the opportunity to get in. It's a 15-minute bar reversal here, followed by a really nice 15-minute bar reversal there. This is a 4-hour stop and reverse. It is a 15-minute bar break as well, and I was wanting to add to that with my stop above this swing high here. No, that can't have been it. Well, it was above this swing high, so that's too tight. Yes, that's too tight now, so that would have to change. The high of that's 27.6, that'd be 28, 20, 29, that'd have to be 30. So this would have to be 30 now. There. And then you would reciprocate this to 15 or maybe 8. That's far enough into there. So we've got a stop and reverse. We've probably got a 4 filter as well on the Aussie USD. I want to go long on this. Euro Japani, pound Japani as well. So pound Japani, you can see here with the Japanese yen's weak today. It's on the floor. It's well, not quite lower than a snake's belly. It's just got a bit of pressure coming up, but pound Japani would be a really nice trade to have. 15-minute bar reversal in the right direction. We're not ready with a 4 filter. Aussie USD. One filter, and this would need to be 519. It's 518, and this would need to be 521. And it's 518. So we've got 1 filter, 2 filter, 3 filter, 4. This is a 4 filter setup, catching this right on the mark. of the 4 filter bar. So this bar is a 4 filter short. It's a 15-minute bar reversal short, and this was an ad. I don't want to do right. Can't really add to this when we're moving around. I'm going to take that off. So a few things you can do. You can take a break of this low, which takes us multi-time frame all the way down to 15 minutes under the 200 EMA. You can take a 15-minute bar reversal. Also, or you can take a stop and reverse 4 hour here. Up to you. If you want to trade the Aussie USD, then yeah, Aussie USD today, by the look of it, for the 12 o'clock trade, will be a short. So everyone happy with that if you're going to trade it?
Yeah, it's just broken those lows now.
Yeah. Right, I'm all out for a big chunk of change on crypto, waiting for that pullback. That looks like it's starting to happen on a smaller time frame. And we're just missed by an annoyingly 52.4, 42.4, 0.6 of 1 pip. So I'm just going to take that now. We're a pain in the ass that was, so it's nearly 2% anyway. So we're out of cryptos now. What the heck are we going to do with FTSE? Get your ass down, and it's slowly obliging. Oil. It's quite interesting. The FTSE looks like it's trying to break away, and crude is saying, hang on a minute, we're still going up. Yeah, tough one, really. Aussie USD's 2 or 3 pips in the right direction. Is there anything that anybody wants me to have a look at? We're in crude going long. We want gold for a pullback. We're in Aussie USD. We're in the FTSE. Oh, what happened there? Have I pressed the button? Did I close that out? What's happened? Oh, shit a brick. Sorry. Has that done the reversal and knocked us? Ah, right, okay. So, sorry about that, didn't mean to sweat. That's knocked us out for plus 19 pips. And it's going to be a struggle getting past here. So crude plus 9. So crude, that's a pain. We're going to want to go back into crude again. So crude was 31 pips. So been stopped for 0.61 of a 0.61 of a percent. T stopped plus 19 pips, 31 pips stop. So what I want to do on here is put an alert here for a breakout and another alert for the market coming back for a relaxation here. We need a 1-to-1 to get back up to this level again, but right on the nose, wasn't it? $80 a barrel and the market give up. It is where it is. Order size cannot be filled. Give us a break. Quite interesting when you go in and buy, they let you buy a decent leverage, and then when you try and take in some profits, they say the order size is too big to be filled at the moment. The order size cannot be filled at this price at the moment. It's too large. Get off. Try something smaller. 300. So at the moment, you cannot get, oil will not let you close out. Even down to £200 a pip, it won't let you close out. £100 a pip. Orders cannot be filled at that level. Gonna get on the orange crate again here. Good old IG. Right. So if I put a stop order, it should just whack me up. Constantly have these battles with IG in you wanting to, you know, allow you, it's all very easy to get in the market and you can put a good chunk of change in the market. But as soon as you try and take it out, it says your order's too big. One thing I will say of the MT4s, you never have that problem. It just executes. It might execute on the wrong bloody numbers and things like that, but it always executes. Right. I'm going to put an alert into that confluence as well. These markets are slow. Maybe we'll get something at 10 o'clock, a bit more at 10 o'clock. Aussie USD. Is everyone in the Aussie USD, or did you walk on by on that one?
I'm in.
Right, good. Want to get back into crude. Want gold to do some alerting, either a breakout for gold or give us a heads up of which direction gold is wanting to take at the moment. So with DAX, looking for an ideal buy zone down here. FTSE, we want the market to come down to buy it. Aussie, we're short as well. I think the Aussie is quite strong on the short with no gold moving up. So you could use 5 or 6 minute fractals coming down, although they are quite large at the moment, those fractals, aren't they? Oh, they're not too large, 14 pips. But it, you can't really do a stop to entry. You could make half a percent risk and then add 0.5% here, just to keep your risk profile at the right level. Would you credit it? It wouldn't let me close oil out because of the order sizing, but as soon as I put a stop order in, click you out, automatically clicks you out for the right price, but it won't let you manually cash in. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So we're waiting on gold. We're waiting on crude. We're waiting on gold. I'm expecting $80.44 because of the news with OPEC. The market hasn't run up, but big round numbers cause people to cash out. So we're just waiting for a new leg, a new, this is a phase 1, 2, 1, 2. Where will it go? Where will this come back down to? But we'll, another 15-minute bar break. If you can get a 1-to-1 into this level and anywhere up here on a 1-to-1 would be good. Otherwise, we need a breakout. Really, you could set a breakout now. In fact, I think I will. If this stays, then we have a 80. So at the moment we're running on 3 pips. So $80 2 would be where to go, and we'd want 31 pips again. Just going to put this in on the basis of the market actually doing a little wiggle back up there. Just want to make sure play the spread for a breakout and heading back to 44. But still over 1%. If the market breaks its structure, then you won't be taking the trade off. We might have a different size fractal, of course. But he's pretty much struggling, isn't it? Very much struggling. Right, well, I think we'll leave it there, and then we'll be back on in just under an hour, and let's see if the market's going to offer us something something more.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, guys, I'll be back on at 10 o'clock, and let's see if the FTSE can just drift on down. Let's see if crude can drift on down and give us some more, some nice entry levels. And we want the Aussie to come off and provide a few more rupees as well. So see you in just under an hour, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Dave. Bye.